everyone, welcome back, and to those of you who are new, welcome. Today's pick a card reading is mainly for those of you in relationships. I mean, of course, anyone can watch if they wish, but we're going to be focusing on what the future of this relationship might look like for you. So what the next few months might have in store for you, or in the coming extended future for some of you who are really looking to know what's really up ahead for you with this person. We have 3 piles here for you to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. As always, you can of course pause the video here if you need more time to pick your pile, and the timestamps will be down below in the description box for you. Now, I'm sure you noticed, just a little disclaimer, I haven't posted and my setup is a little bit different. I did move recently, and that's why there's been a bit of a delay in the videos, but I'm hoping to be back up and running and getting used to the new setup. So hopefully you guys like it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all at your reading. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. You chose this amethyst crystal. Beginning your reading with the new love card. I feel there's a bit of a split in the people who chose this pile. Some people who are asking about their specific relationship, this might be quite literal and mean that a new person is going to be coming in for you. As the card indicates at the bottom, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This could mean that quite literally someone new is going to come in for some of you. I do feel though strongly that for some of you it's going to be a new beginning with the person that you're asking about. Especially with some of the other cards, like the round and round card here at the bottom. I feel like for some of you it's a bit frustrating. You kind of feel like things have been going in circles and not exactly how you had hoped. And it kind of has felt like it's not really going anywhere meaningful. And that's probably a big reason also why you're asking where the future is going to lead you, because it feels a bit uncertain because of really how the pattern has been playing out. This card though, the have faith in your dreams, I think the main message here is the have faith. So I do feel for a lot of you, the message is that things are going to be turning around and changing with the person that you are asking about. Some of these tarot cards are also indicating this change. So for instance, the 9 of Wands here is talking to you about persistence and achievement. And it could also even for some of you indicate a wealthy marriage in your future. The 7 of Discs is about someone very invested in you. They're financially as well as possibly emotionally invested, and they're someone who sees your worth. They're prepared to put the work in, and in some senses, they're someone who want to offer you something genuine. This is someone who's willing to be patient and do the hard work and change. Now, if that doesn't sound like the person that you're currently with, maybe they're gonna have this epiphany and this change like we talked about, or quite literally you could be one of the people who someone new will be coming in for you. With the 4 of Swords, this might indicate a pause with the person that you are asking about, that you're in a relationship with. I don't see it ending probably in a full-on breakup for a lot of you. I think for some of you it is just a pause, and it's necessary for your person to have some food for thought, and they need to have some time to reflect on and work on things in their own time. They really need to think about everything that's been going on between you. So I'm not getting the sense that your relationship is necessarily the easiest or the most bright and happy, maybe even currently where you're at now. But I do get the sense that your person is a good person, willing to work on things for a lot of you. So we have the light in the unexpected card, and with all the darkness and just the white and the lightning bolt almost shape of this, I feel like this epiphany is really indicated for your person. They're gonna have a hard time maybe, and this won't be the most comfortable thing for them, but they will come to a change in their behavior. And I do believe, especially with this unexpected word here, it is going to be something that will probably take you off guard, that you won't see coming. The change in their behavior. You'll probably have given up almost, or be on the verge of giving up when this actually does happen for you. Same thing I see here with this. Bliss is worth creating from, for, from. So you see all the crossed out words here just to arrive back to the same place. So I feel like your connection really started in a very passionate, sweet place. And the feelings that you guys had were immediate. And it was very obvious that this was something special that you guys both felt. And somewhere along the line, like it's crossed out here so many times just to come back to the same place, somewhere along the line you kind of lost your way a little bit. And this card is really making it clear to me that it will end up going back to that same beautiful love that you guys started with. You'll come back and realize that the seed that you guys planted was real, and there was a reason why things felt the way that they did at the beginning. So that's a really sweet card. I really like it. You have take a break, which is what I saw here, so don't get too worried, because I do see the break being necessary and leading to much better things for you. It says take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So yes, there is hard work to be done in this connection. There's hard work in anything worthwhile, but the break is necessary, I feel like, for both of you to regain and regroup. Next cards that we have co-create here. So you both coming to a collaboration, very important. We have the sacral chakra here. So like with this card, I'm getting the sense at the beginning, especially with the bliss and then the same colors being being reflected here in the sacral chakra card. So the sacral chakra to me indicates a very high attraction, and maybe if you had a sexual relationship with the person that you're asking about at the beginning, that might have been like the biggest drawing factor, and I feel like it's a consistent drawing factor for the two of you, but that is not the only thing. That is just something that for you guys, it's like you're magnets. You're always like being drawn back to each other. We have the eagle here. The eagle is an interesting card. It talks about no obstacle being a real obstacle. Every obstacle is more of an opportunity to the eagle. And you can ascend and acquire perspective. So this break might actually be something for you to ascend and see things in a new light that you hadn't before. And it has you, it's asking if you've become trapped in your daily routine. So maybe that's something that you both have become a bit dull with, is the fact that you both have this daily routine, and that has kind of bored you both to the point where you become complacent with each other in a way. it's kind of if you've lost, it's asking if you've lost your sense of purpose, and it's asking you to choose freedom. So maybe this break will be the thing that leads you to like break this mundaneness about your life and discover your passions again. So the sacral chakra, what like the original passions that you guys had at the very beginning. Interesting. Choose a new direction. For a lot of you, there are choices that you're making currently that are not necessarily the right choices for you. The same thing with your person. I'm sensing that there are changes that need to be made for both of you. You both need to wake up and realize that your happiness is first and foremost. And when you have two happy people, you make a happy relationship. So if you or them or both of you are not necessarily the happiest that you could be, you're not aspiring to the highest good that you both can have, and you're not really pursuing both of your passions, then it can be stifling your relationship, in fact. So this card looks a little bit scary, but it's actually the 10 of Hearts, which is the 10 of Cups in the tarot. So it's actually quite a beautiful card, speaking of completion. So it's speaking of you being everything to them. You're the happiness, like their happiness is with you, and their sustained happiness is with you. And it's really a wish being completely fulfilled. You're their heart's ease and their ideal love. So if there's really a question about whether or not you're the person for them, they really feel like you are. This here represents the 5 of Wands. Again, another scary card, but in the tarot, it's just suggesting that there's a struggle for dominance. You can see like the spider with this woman and trying to take over and kind of devour her. This is the thing though, I don't feel like you are really just like letting go as you probably should. Your person and you are probably struggling for dominance and creating challenges and not understanding each other. And this might be leading to some of the issues. You do have the key here. And the key can represent the key to your heart. And it's also things that will be revealed very soon. You also have the book. So there are things that are definitely still unknown to you. It could also be writing as a profession. It could indicate blogging, just having a voice that needs to be heard, really. So that could be something that you two, or at least one of you, has in your future. There's the illumination card. So there are probably things that are going to be coming out in the near future that are going to be I'm getting very good. We got the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is like someone who's in and out of your life. And that's what I saw with the round and round as well. So someone who feels like they're passionate but not as meaningful, or the conversations maybe with them aren't as meaningful as you would hope they would be. So like I said at the very beginning, this could mean that there's someone brand new coming in for you, giving you what you need. And but for some of you also, it could indicate that it's this person who is acting this way. But the good thing is that with this next card, the Emperor, I really see a leveling up here. So either you're going to find someone very new in the near future that is going to be totally different, very leveled up as the Emperor is, or it's this person. I feel like for most of you, it's the same person leveling up though. Because we are asking about your current relationship. So I do feel like for a lot of you, it is the current person leveling up. Mind you, there are going to be many people probably watching the same reading. So for some of you, it could go that other way. I do see that a heavy theme within this reading is to pass though, and a decision being made. in order to bring about the change and the happiness that is necessary. And with this Emperor card, when we're talking about the leveling up that your person needs to do, there's a current decision tied to that. And they need to be very disciplined about their actions, and they will be in the future. You just have to be patient with them, because there's that whole journey that they have to go through before they get to this Emperor energy and realize that they need to be disciplined about their actions. There's like a respect that they're going to bring to the table, a leadership. There's going to be planning. This can also indicate a father figure. So whether it's male or female, though, it could just mean a parental kind of figure. So maybe they will decide that they want to step up and be that parent. And maybe that's something that they want in their future, is to be a parent. This could also be indicating someone who kind of, in some circumstances, can be protective like a parent as well, especially a father. Even if they are a female, they could just be have some masculine energy, and that's okay. Everyone has a little bit of both normally. So they could be ready for the responsibility of that. Next card here is the World. And the World talks about completion of a goal or lesson. So see this, like, it takes them a while to get there, but once they do, you got some big energy here. You got 2 major arcana, you have the Emperor and you have the World. These are really great to see in a reading like this. It's, so completion of a goal or lesson, it's indicating to really trust in the process, and destiny is really at play when you see a card like this. And it's talking about a new cycle. It possibly travel is indicated for you in the near future as well. You might be going somewhere, and you might be going somewhere with this person specifically. Might be having some good times, which is always great. Next card we have is the Queen of Cups. They see you, I feel like, it's good-natured, and they really trust you. You're knowledgeable, and they love that about you. It's something that to them, they haven't really seen in anyone else that they've been with, whether you're a male or female. It's just something that they have is very high value in their eyes, and they know that you are faithful. They recognize this about you. You're the one who always plays fair in their eyes. So whatever you do, it seems to be always on the good end of the spectrum. You always do it for the good. You're a nurturing person, almost a healer even. I'm getting healer energy. And you're very supportive. That's something that they value very much, especially for this leveling up process that they need to go through. Your nurturing energy is a big key role in them actually getting to that higher energy. We have the High Priestess here. And what the High Priestess indicates is an intuition. So they know that this is a special connection. They recognize that. And they might even start to be kind of having an inkling that you're even soulmates. I mean, whether or not that's true or not, it's I mean, for you to obviously say. You can also just maybe kind of have a feeling that it's that. But even if we're not talking about soulmates here, which I feel like we might be, I do see that you could be communicating in the 5D. So there could be almost a telepathic kind of connection. Or if something happens to them, you feel it. Or if something happens to you, they kind of feel it instinctually. Wow, okay, this is crazy. So we were talking about a sense of destiny with the World, and we have the actual destiny card coming up. So yeah, super, super highlighted. So this is the Wheel of Fortune in the regular tarot. In this deck, though, it is called Destiny. So it's a quite literal representation of what the Wheel of Fortune means. It's a turning point. It's good luck. It is good fortune. But it's also success. It's an act of fate and a milestone. And it's quite literally saying that you have to wait for destiny to take hold. You have to wait for the divine timing for all of this to actually end up the way that you're hoping or wanting it to. Next is the Nine of Discs. So the Nine of Pentacles is an increase in possessions. It's luxury. It's self-sufficiency though. So your person, while they're going through this leveling up phase, might start to learn how to really stand on their own 2 feet. And they're going to be sharing that with you. They're going to be investing in themselves, of course, but they want to share this with you. They want to share their wealth with you. But they have to get there themselves first. And they won't forget that you've nurtured them. And this really is indicated that they won't be forgetting all like the work that you've put in and all the help that you've given them. Because here we have the Four of Wands. And this is one of my biggest marriage cards. So this is celebration. It could be a wedding for some of you, or a union. It could also be a reunion. So maybe if you guys did take a little bit of a break, you will reconnect. It could also be a homecoming for some of you. So if your person's been away for a little while, they will come home to you. This is what this is indicating. But yeah, for some of you, it's just, even if it's not necessarily a marriage, it is taking your relationship to that next level, whatever it may be. More commitment, more serious than maybe where you are at the moment. The next card, the Hierophant. Now this is like very strongly with these 2 cards together, especially. The Hierophant stands for tradition and ritual. It's a card that often speaks of marriage, partnerships. It to them feels like this connection is significant, and it could go the distance. They feel that very strongly. They think that together you guys could really make it in the long term. They're invested in you for sure. With all of these cards, I can just tell. They're committed, and they want all those conventional expectations with you. The conformity that most people have, the ideals that most people have, those are the things that they really want from you. And even if maybe it's not so obvious right now to you because you are on a break, that is something that they've wanted consistently, I feel like. They just need that extra push to get there. We have a message card that I felt drawn to pull out last minute. I wasn't going to do the message cards for this reading because a lot of my message cards are for people in no contact and separation, but I felt guided to still do it for this reading, so here we are. This says, I feel like I've known you for a lifetime. So I feel like that ties into your High Priestess energy, where I feel like you have like an extra something in your connection. You really feel drawn to each other, but just not even just in the physical. Like there's something that you can't put your fingers on of why you guys always end up coming back to each other. And it might be because of this contract that you had, this soul contract. It kills me that I hurt you with the broken heart symbol. Now, if your person never did hurt you, obviously take it with a grain of salt. But this could be, like I said, this is the future energies as well. So this could be something that they have yet to do or yet to feel yet. And that they're trying to maybe get a heads up on apologizing. Because I do see for some of you a pause, like I said. So this could be something that they really regret. They might not want to have this pause happen. Even though it's necessary, they will recognize that the pause will hurt you, and they don't want that to be the case. They don't want to have to hurt you. Your person seems to be very well-intentioned for the most part. I don't see any really bad energy. I just feel like they're a bit lost maybe and confused at the present time. It could be with that new love card that came up at the beginning, that the relationship, or for them, their emotional maturity might be in an infant stage at this point. It might be not as leveled up as yours is, and so they're probably rushing to try to get and meet you at where you're at. That's a bit of a sense that I'm getting as well from these cards. I look like I'm fine, but I really miss you. Yeah, so this could also be talking about that separation that might be to come for you. They might try to play it off a little bit. They probably don't want to seem so desperate, but they're gonna miss you a lot if you do end up, for whatever reason or for however long, taking a little bit of a pause from each other. This says, I'm building for us for our future. Yeah, strongly indicated, especially with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands here. You also had the World earlier. They've got big plans for the two of you, and it definitely is for the two of you. I don't think, even though there's like this round and round kind of circular energy, I don't feel like for you and this pile specifically, there is a choice to be made, but I don't feel like that's ever a choice between you and someone else. I just feel like it's a decision of what they need to do to really level up, most likely. Now, I was considering doing some charms for this group, but I think I'm gonna leave it here for you guys, just for this this time. I'll bring the charms back probably in one of my next readings. I do need this video to be a little bit shorter just to make sure that the loading process goes off without a hitch. Please bear with me. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, so hopefully you did still enjoy this this reading. And if you did like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Helps my channel out to grow so much, and I appreciate it so much. Yeah, so I'd love to hear from you in the comments if this resonated with you. And if it didn't, no big deal. There's lots of people out there, especially in the YouTube community, who do awesome free readings. Yeah, so I hope to see you back in a future video. Take care now. Bye. Welcome to your reading pile 2. You chose the Opalite crystal. Starting out your reading, the card very soon came up, which is promising. Underneath it, though, there's a bit of a specific message here. It says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So something will be happening that's quite big and significant for you, and it'll be happening very soon in this connection. But Spirit is indicating that it's very important for you to decide what it is specifically that you want as an outcome, because Spirit always wants to, of course, and the universe always wants to give you what it is that you are specifically asking for. The thing is, though, if your direction is a miss when it comes to what you want, then it might be a miss as to what you're gonna get. So if you put in a bit of thought as to what you want, we're talking specifically now about your relationship. So if you think about exactly what it is that you want from this relationship, that is most likely what you'll be getting from this person. Now, I'm getting a lot of a lot of fire, a lot of heat, a lot of passion from this connection that you have. And this card, Raw Intention, to me is very much reflecting that. So I feel like this is a quite passionate connection, especially a very probably physical connection that you have. And that doesn't make it any less of a serious connection. It just means that you have that great attraction for each other, which is wonderful. Now, this is kind of, might be something just for a few of you, but I do get the sense that your person, when there is an issue, kind of retreats to distracting themselves. Especially with the distraction of shiny things card. And this too is red. So they might be using sometimes sex as like a decoy to avoid some of the greater problems in the connection. Sometimes maybe they don't really want to talk and they just want to fall back on that physical connection that you have. And they're kind of almost distracting themselves in some ways. They do, though, have really serious intentions for you. They want all of those serious things with this Four of Wands. This is everything you might hope for if you're looking for something serious in a relationship. This is a card of celebration. It could be a wedding or a union. It could indicate even a reunion if for any reason you guys ended up taking a break at some point. It could be a homecoming also if you're separated in any way, physically or otherwise. Now, the Ace of Wands, like I said, physical connection is really strong. Like this connection is hot, 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 on fire. They have a lot of desire for you, and I don't feel like that desire so much diminishes the serious nature of their feelings. But like I said, they do sometimes use it as a distraction. This can also indicate the wealth and prosperity, as well as the passion. And it's a spark for a new project or like a purpose or intention. It's motivation and the beginning of an action. So there is definitely that desire for them to have, like this card indicates, a transformation. So things are changing at a cellular level, this card says. It's deep healing. So something big is coming for you and the relationship. They have some big plans on changing their ways. They want to be better for you, and they want to give you the things that they know that you want. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So I don't know if your person is a Scorpio, or maybe they just have a Scorpio moon or something. Or they could not be a Scorpio at all and just be indicating some of these behaviors. But if there's any negativity in this connection, it's something that Scorpios do very well, is letting go of that negativity. You see, by letting go of this negativity, though, you have so much to look forward to in this connection. This is the Milk and Honey card, and it's a 51, which boils down to a 6. This is a card of abundance and prosperity and beautiful things to come, with especially with this rainbow imagery. And you just see how beautiful milk and honey, it's everything you can need to sustain a very strong, powerful, meaningful connection with this person. So far all of your cards very good. Even the cards that could be interpreted as not the greatest, still very good. You have emotional withdrawal here. So your person might, in the midst of the distraction of shiny things, they might be leaning back on certain behaviors. And it's because their emotions scare them a little bit. They do have all of these serious emotions for you, but they are a bit scary to them. Yeah, so I feel like your person's love language is probably more leaning towards the physical. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting from this. Okay, so we have this beautiful card, the Circle, here. What the Circle represents is an interconnectedness that all things have. So you and your person, I feel like, are very interconnected. Your person feels like you're woven into the fabric of their life. They really see you not just presently, but very much as almost an an unwavering part of their future. It's something that's non-negotiable to them. Like they know that you're going to be a part of that future that they have. They can't see that future without you. There's greater meaning to this love than you understand, and I feel that strongly with this Circle card. There's something more to this connection. We have the card here, Forgiveness. So either you or they may have done something that they feel or you feel is in need of forgiveness. And this forgiveness will be forthcoming. They are going, or you will do whatever it takes to earn this forgiveness. We have here the Eight of Swords. This is unforeseen setbacks, so constraints, self-imposed restrictions. So your person may have things that are holding them back, and that's why they need to retreat into this emotional withdrawal at times, because they're very much, I feel like, in their own head with this Eight of Swords. We have here the Queen of Hearts, or the Queen of Cups. They recognize your big heart, and I feel like a lot of this, though, even though you know that they're a good person, even though you know in your heart that they probably will be there long term. All of this unsettled energy, all of the way that they choose. So this is 2 8s, you see. So 2 infinity symbols, but yet they're kind of intertwined and they're causing some conflict. So this is kind of disturbing your tranquility a little bit. The fact that there's so much in their head is ending up affecting you and your peace. And obviously you don't like that, which is understandable. You've been very patient though, and you have this big heart, but it does have its limits when it comes to your peace being disturbed. You have the lucky clover here. So when I see the lucky clover come up in a reading, especially like this, I feel like it means that things will work out almost by magic sometimes. It's going to be that you're going to be guided to be together, and to, you might even be guided together by your spirit guides. So they'll be always pulling you or pushing you back together. You have here the flowers. I think of this almost as a wedding bouquet sometimes. This could also indicate healing from sickness, but to me this is like a wedding bouquet being tossed and being caught by you. So you might be the next one in your friends group to take those next steps, especially with that 4 of Wands that was there. I do see that the possibility could be a marriage coming in or an engagement. We have the Empress here. So another thing that can be indicated with the Empress is fertility. So a pregnancy could be indicated, creation. They definitely have you up on a pedestal though, and they see you as a goddess or a god, depending on your gender. So you could be, if you're a man watching for a woman, it's possible that you could be impregnating the person that you're with or get pregnant. So if that's not something that you want, of course, take the proper precautions. But for those of you who are looking for fertility, sorry about that, guys. Hold on just a moment. That's a train passing, of course. Sorry about how loud that was. But yeah, so those of you who are looking for that, that is indicated that you could be getting pregnant and you could be starting a family. And it's again a very nurturing energy along with the Queen of Hearts. You have the Devil coming up, and don't be scared, especially in a reading like this where I saw so much passion. I really feel like your person is just very much addicted to you in the best possible way. They're addicted to the physical, especially your physical connection. If you haven't been physical with this person, then they're addicted to the thought of being physical with you. It's a very strong desire that kind of encompasses their thoughts all the time. It's overwhelming maybe at times for them how much they're attracted to you, how much they desire you. They also, your person, I feel like, has a desire for the physical and material things in life, like the better things in life. They want to give you all these good things, especially with this Milk and Honey card being here. I feel like they really want to give you what they feel you deserve, and they feel like you deserve a lot with seeing you as this Empress energy. We have the 6 of Pentacles here. So it's looking good. It's this is a very good thing to be seeing this far into the reading, especially. It's a card of balance and unity. It's giving or receiving even help, but it's mostly generosity. So it's again speaking of all the things that they wish that they could give you, material and emotionally. There's definitely going to be a sense of achievement in this connection, success, prosperity. You're gonna get your time in the sun together, and things between you, I feel like, will be very generous, and not just generous, but also like just. You see like this king, and he has his subject here, but he's giving almost or receiving something from the subject. It's a very balanced kind of relationship, the give and the take between you two. That's what I'm seeing for this connection. And speaking of balance, we got the 2 of Pentacles here. So this is about alternation, cycles, kind of like the ebb and flow, the necessary kind of balance between things. It could also indicate a message or a visit. So there might be some unexpected message or visit coming in. Also indicates a weighing of options. So there might be some things that your person might be kind of contemplating or mulling over in their mind. And they might be juggling some things. Maybe at times down the road, you might feel sometimes like you're not getting enough of their attention. They might not have enough resources to keep things going. That might be a little bit frustrating to you, but they do have the best intentions in their heart. They really want to have the most balanced kind of relationship. So even at the times where they might fumble a little bit and have to pay more attention to something else, such as work or whatever it may be, their friends, their family, they always do have this intention of having things be balanced. So if you maybe just communicate with them, they will rectify the situation. So we have the, where are we at now? Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups coming up. And this again talks about that necessary withdrawal and retreat that they needed. So it's an emotional withdrawal and retreat, like that card. It's also the Eight of Cups as well in the traditional tarot. And there might be like a moving on or abandonment feeling, but this will be very temporary, that is for sure. And it might lead to an unexpected gift or visit, as we were saying, an invitation to a party, even, which the flowers can also indicate an invitation to a party. So they do need time to themselves sometimes, but it's just to get their bearings. They never have bad intentions. I have the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is a reliable person, someone who's patient, hardworking. They are, though, the slowest moving in the tarot. So they're definitely going to be taking their time when it comes to a lot of things. But this is also a good thing because they know how to lay the groundwork for the important things. They don't just rush in. Even with all that fire energy we were seeing at the beginning, it's good to see them be a little bit grounded too. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. I mean, what better card could you ask for in a reading like this? So it's the pinnacle of prosperity. You're their perfect 10. This is a nourishing connection. I strongly feel like this could lead to a very happy financial dynamic between the two of you, as well as possibly a happy home if that's something that you're looking for with them. So we have the Six of Swords coming out, and this tells me that there's going to be whatever issues you have, which there's always like some verbal, disagreements and communications, especially if this is a long-term connection, which I'm really getting, especially with this Ten of Coins here. I really see it being long-term. I see things, even when you do have disagreements, you're going to resolve them. There's going to be resolutions and solutions to these problems. And this patience that your person have is going to be very, very much necessary. There's going to be a necessary transition too in here. This could also indicate relocating or moving. So we have the Justice card. So any wrongs or perceived imbalances are going to be corrected. So the wrongs are going to be righted. The balance is definitely going to be restored, even at those times where it's a bit shaky. There's going to be fair decisions being made down the line, and the fairness is going to lead to like straightforward choices for the both of you. So there's never going to be that gray area of like, will they choose me? It's going to be a certainty always with them. Okay. So the Six of Discs actually came up twice. Sorry about this. I was just considering how strong this message was for you. So the Six of Coins came up twice. Like I said, it was a card of balance, and I'm going to put it over the other six of coins just to express to you really how much they want things to be even between you, how much they want things to be balanced. They don't want one person doing more than the other. That is very important to them, that you don't feel like they're not pulling their weight, even though they do have you up on a bigger pedestal than they have themselves. They recognize that they're just this knight at the time, and that they see you as higher than them, but they do want things to still be balanced between you. Now, I wasn't going to pull any message cards, but I did end up feeling guided to at the end, and I did pull some, even though a lot of these message cards that I have are mostly for people in separation and in difficult connections. So take this as it resonates, but I really did feel guided to do it anyways. The first one says, I want to give you everything you want. So yeah, they very much want things to be balanced. They want to give you everything that you want, even if sometimes they might not actually have the means to do so. It's always their intention. I've been burying my pain with shit that's not good for me. So at times when they have a hard time, like I said, they have to like emotionally retreat. And sometimes that emotional retreat, they do things that they perceive are not the best for them. Like they do things that they know they shouldn't be doing. It could be not so serious, and it could be quite severe depending on who your person is, of course. But either way, they're doing it to cope more than to have it kind of backfire. Obviously, they'd never want it to backfire. They're just kind of trying to cope with the whole situation. Okay, so here this one says, after fucking it up, I don't feel worthy. So yeah, when they go into this mode and they do whatever it is that they're doing, and they feel like they've done things that you deserve better, they don't feel worthy afterwards. And it's kind of like you're gonna have to be pulling them back a little bit, and making them realize that everyone makes mistakes, and they can't be so much in their head about when they do mess up, because you recognize that they're human, of course, and everyone is gonna mess up. They regret walking away from you. So if at any point that they do this, that they walk away, and they need to take that time out for themselves, just know that it's not something that they do lightly. It is something that it's hard for them. It's something that they regret. It's something that they recognize impacts you both. The longing eats away at me. So if you think that while they zone out a little bit, or have to go into like their own little bubble, or be kind of cold and not so much present in the connection, again, they don't do it easily. It does hurt them. It eats away at them. It's actually something quite painful for them, but it's necessary in their process. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. Sorry I couldn't spend longer on your readings. I need to keep this a bit shorter and sweeter because I'm getting still used to my setup over here at this new place. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. And if you did like this video and like your reading, please do comment, subscribe, like, all those good things. It really helps my channel to grow, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for being here. And of course, if you didn't like this reading, no big deal. There's lots of free tarot readers here on YouTube especially, and I'm sure you'll find one that you'll enjoy. But if you did, thank you so much for your support, and I hope to see you in a future video. Take care now. Bye-bye. Welcome to your reading pile 3. You chose this Carnelian crystal. To start out your reading, I see that your situation with your person is calling you to trust. So it's saying the situation is calling you to have faith specifically, or trust in them. Also, you got a second card, which I don't think any of the other piles did, a second Romance Angels card. So it says, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So the more you get to know each other, the more time goes by, the stronger your bond is going to get, is what this card is saying. I'm getting a bit of a specific message in this pile that there are going to be certain challenges and obstacles to overcome, and it's saying that you will both rise above these challenges, but there is something being highlighted in the present. So this is the card, the now, with the little clock here and almost like the eye in the middle. So there is something highlighted in the present time now that needs to be overcome, that you guys need to rise to the occasion. And I'm getting a strong feeling it's to do with work, especially with this chop wood card. So there is something that may be perceived as tedious or difficult, especially probably work-wise, that one of you or both of you need to attend to. I feel like it's most likely your person as well. I'm getting strong Capricorn energy, especially with the Capricorn card, of course, the new moon in Capricorn. It says your hard work is paying off. So your person might be very hard at work right now and really need this and need to pay attention to work. And it might actually be beneficial to both of you if you don't give them such a hard time about it. And that could be just as easily vice versa, that they need to not give you such a hard time if you are on your grind as well. Now, you got the card, it's a 3 here, and it says recognition and reward. So this recognition and reward might be just on the horizon. You guys might be so close, and these cards are really just saying, give it that extra push. Don't give up now. Just keep going. Even if you're getting a bit of flack for it, or if they are from you, that they're so close to this really, really great recognition and reward for what it is that they're doing, most likely in their employment field or in your employment field. Now this says align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? This pairs very well with the now card. So there's something in this precise moment that you need to recognize and wake up to a little bit and realize that it's not something that's aligned with you, and that something needs to give. So put your attention, or they need to put their attention where it's the most necessary at the moment. And that might not be exactly what the partner or you want to hear, but it is very important that nothing is neglected that is valuable or will be valuable down the line at this time. We have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is a financial upswing and an inheritance even. This could also indicate, though, a bit of a blocked heart chakra. It is the desire, though, for long-term security, and I feel like that is something that is just on the cusp for your person. So this financial upswing that we're talking about, I feel like is just around the corner. So if it's bared with just a little bit longer, this hard work, grinding mentality, the fruits of that will be coming soon. And especially with this Ace of Pentacles, I see an offer being made, and an offer probably very significant, an offer that you or they have been looking forward to for a very, very, very long time and been planning very meticulously. So this could be in the sense of a ring, possibly for one or both of you. Or it could just be something like keys to live together, some kind of physical, though, gesture of the feelings that they have will be presented. This could also be new luck, health, or money as well is very much indicated with these cards. Manifesting a healthy relationship, though, with this Ace of Pentacles. So they want to offer you something significant for sure. It could also be a new job or a promotion. I'm really getting the sense with all this hard work, though, that they're on the verge of some kind of a promotion, possibly. Again, this could always be reversed, so it could be you on the edge of this promotion. Apply it however you like. If you feel like this is resonating more for you specifically, then take it like that. But we are specifically talking about your person in this relationship that you're in. So a lot of these cards I am going to assume is directed for your person. We have the Hierophant. This is a card of tradition, and it's history, it's ritual, routine. You can see with this card, she's at the altar. She's got all the things that she needs. She's like ready to perform her rituals and everything. So this could also be a marriage or partnership. They definitely feel like you can go the distance together. I feel like this card has come up for quite a bit of the readings, if not all three of the readings. I'm not sure. But a lot of you are on the verge of taking this relationship to the next level. I feel like a lot of you are with someone who is very, very stable for you and wants to just keep progressing your connections. I don't feel like a lot of you are in dead-end connections, especially with these kind of cards that we're pulling out. So the Hierophant is really saying that they see you as someone long-term, 100%. They're committed to you, and you're someone very significant to them. We have the card here, Flow. So what this Flow card is telling me is the need to let go a little bit. Even amongst all of this work and everything, there is supposed to be an effortlessness, to this success that you will have together, and a natural movement forward. So don't push it so much. It's saying the destination is going to move naturally. You're going to get there, and let nature run its course. It will go to its natural conclusion on its own. You do not need to force anything. It will get you there. You will go. So we have improving health. This could be signaling one or both of you might help one or the other, or this could even be helping their own family member, your own family member. It could be any of these meanings, but it's just helping to get through some kind of health difficulties, whether it be minor or major. But the health of whoever is in question that's having a hard time, it will be improving. Things are going to be looking up. And as if to say, like, as if Spirit really, really wanted you not to worry. They're even telling you no need to worry. So these cards definitely are paired together. So whatever health issues there is, there's no need to worry. It couldn't be clearer. I really love these cards for that. They're very, very direct. We have here the Two of Pentacles, the Black Rose. This is beautiful, very like old Gothic kind of imagery. I love it. The Two of Pentacles is sometimes a message or a visit. Could also be a weighing of options or juggling many things. So it could be that they're juggling work and you, like I said, could be vice versa as well, though. We've got the Bear. So this is definitely a very strong, deeply rooted connection. It's something that's not moving. And we have the Cross. So this is a very occult kind of combination also. Especially the Cross is saying have faith, that there's a sense of destiny guiding this, that things will be as they should if you just let them run their courses. We also have the Dog, which is loyalty. It's also could be saying that this relationship is seated in friendship, which is, of course, makes it even stronger. So with the Bear, the Cross, and the Dog combination, I'm sensing that this is a very solid foundation that you've built with this person. We have the Five of Pentacles here. So the Five of Pentacles is like the first kind of like hiccup card that we've gotten in all of this, to me anyways. So your person might feel isolated and left out in the cold. They might be feeling a bit of a loss in things down the road, and they might be feeling a bit abandoned. But the thing is that they really recognize that you are their perfect 10 with this 10 of Cups. They recognize that you're like their everything. You're their happiness. Their happiness is only with you. That this family that they want with you, or already have with you, is ideal. It could be an actual blood family, or it could be a family that you've created for yourselves. Even amongst like maybe even a friendship group. So this feeling of isolation is unfounded, because in the long term, I see that there's this wholeness. It's just a fear that they might be having. So we have the Two of Cups as if to also indicate, hey there, you guys are perfect for each other. There's love and affection in this card. There could also, again, be marriage, union. This is a very soulmate kind of energy that we're getting with these cards. It could be a proposal, and it's very much saying that you probably agreed to meet in the spiritual realm with each other. I have the Magician here. So there is a sense of attainment, transformation. This is a very divine masculine card, whether male or female. But this is a card of alchemy and magic. So things are really going to be made to happen. The movement forward is going to be as if by magic. Nothing's going to really be able to hold you guys back from being together. But again, divine timing is at play here. So trust in the process rather than your own timing. That's very strongly indicated. There's a lot of cards about divine timing. Be patient. Don't try to push things. No need to worry. So Spirit is really saying, do not try to rush the situation. It's going to get there. Even if that may not be what you want to hear, it will get there. So it's turning the visions into reality. And I feel like your person does have a lot of visions for this relationship. They have a lot of things that they want with you. A lot of really good things. So there's the moon. So a lot under the surface in this connection, more to the situation than meets the eye. So cycling into a new phase. It's voluntary changes, though, very good changes. So they want a lot of things that you probably don't even know about, that they probably don't even really talk about with many people, if anyone. But they, in their heart, know that this is something that they're working towards. We have the Queen of Wands, really highlighting how attracted they are to you. You are someone that they perceive as very, very sexy. There's a deep inner strength about you, a deep inner strength of will that they very much admire about you. They're extremely attracted, and there's a complete absence of uncertainty, I feel like, with you. You're very stable and secure to them. And your empowerment is really awing to them. They're in awe of how empowered you are. You can manifest whatever it is that you want. And you're not waiting on anyone. You're a very feisty person. You have a lot of confidence, self-assurance. And it's very high Leo energy. And with this next card, the Knight of Wands. These two cards kind of play off of each other, because if you see closely, you can see again this lion imagery off in the distance, but he has an arrow through him almost. So I feel like you're almost like this person's kryptonite. So the dead lion, they consider you the kryptonite. They kind of feel like they're kind of hastier when it comes to you. They want to be a little bit rash sometimes. They act without thinking. They're a bit impulsive, and they can't control some of their emotions because of how passionate they are for you. They have a lot, they're like a lusty kind of free-spirited, and it's all because they find you so magnetic. They kind of can't help themselves, even though they are trying. They really are. All right, so here we have the Five of Coins. And we had that Did we have that earlier? I think that we just... Yeah, we did. We had it twice. So again, feeling of isolation. So they're a bit scared of what this passion might do to them. They're scared that it's going to lead them to be abandoned by you and like make a mistake and lose everything. But it's just their fears really at play. So we have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is saying that they might be a bit jealous as well. They might be scared that someone's going to steal you away, that you might be losing interest. And once they have what it is that they want, they usually feel like they start to get kind of bored and lose interest, but not with you. You keep them very much on their toes. With you, everything is always exciting. And you never bore them. You never get boring to them. And that's something that they value very much because they find that they get bored easily with others. So they want to really hang on to you. So as if to drive home the fact that they're not going to lose interest in you, we have here the Eight of Discs, which is saying they're really willing to put in the work. They're prepared to do what it takes. They take care over details. They have like excessive prudence when it comes to you and this connection. They don't want to mess this up at all. We have here the Seven of Cups, so they're daydreaming about you. Not only are they daydreaming about you, but they do have many choices, but they only want you. No matter how many people are around them and trying to give them any options about anything, it's still all roads lead to you. We have the Page of Wands here, saying their energy is quite intense, which we could see, obviously. There's so much fire energy here. Their energy is quite intense. For some of you, they might want like a fresh start. This is another card, though, of divine timing. This could also represent a new opportunity for the both of you. But definitely indicating that there's a lot of passion, which, I mean, from all the other cards, we could have guessed that. So, the Three of Coins here. I mean, sometimes this could indicate third-party energy. I don't think it does in this situation, though, because I really do think that they are sure about you and this connection. I mean, take it if it resonates, but anyways. I think this is more indicating or talking about a building up, like what they want to build. And I'm hearing build an empire. Like, that's how they really see this relationship with you. They see it growing to a place where it's gonna impress generations to come almost. They really see this as like an institution with you. Yeah. And there are some skills that they have that they use very cleverly. You might actually admire that about them. And I feel like they equally admire that about you too. Now, they are worried though about family troubles and a broken marriage. This is coming up with the Ten of Cups in reverse, but they don't have any, like, these are not founded worries. These are not based in reality. It's just something that's always in the back of their head. They worry the most that this won't end up working out between you. That is their long-term biggest fear, is that things are gonna fall apart. Now, originally I wasn't gonna pull any message cards because a lot of these I've written to be for no contacts and difficult kinds of situation and people who are separated and not necessarily together, but for all of the piles I felt drawn to at the end to pull some message cards. So here we go. Take them if they resonate, of course, but yeah, these are some message cards for you. Sorry about that. So this is frustrating is the first card that we pulled. So they feel like a lot of the back and forth and the worries that they have are causing some frustration, and they recognize that. They feel sorry about it. This is again them assuring you, I'll fight for this. It says, I'll fight for us specifically. So some of you might have questioned whether or not they were very serious, and might have been worried that they might be fickle. And sometimes because of their passionate energy, they might come off that way because they're kind of hectic in their energy. You might have worried if they'd actually fight for your connection, if they were really that serious. There's one that says, can we start over, my love? So if there is any kind of ending or any kind of bad start or issues that you might have, they're gonna want to start fresh and new, which came up earlier with one of the other cards as well. So there is a desire to have clean slate once, if there is a mistake made, to put it in the past and be able to move forward. This one says, just know I lost interest in dating anyone else after you. Yeah, I see that with the Seven of Cups. In most readings, you would read that as they have so many options and maybe that they're wandering eye, but no, they're daydreaming just of you. It's obvious with the Queen of Wands and all of these other cards. You had the Ten of Cups earlier that came out in the upright, and the fact that it came out at the end in the reverse, it's just showing that what they worry about the most is just losing you. So there's no one else to them. This one says, I don't know how to fix things. I can't make the first move towards you. So they're worried. Again, this is their fear. They're fearing that they're going to take too long and that they're going to miss out. They're fearing that when they make a mistake, it's going to be unforgivable. They might be also worried about if you have a bit of a temper, which might be indicated, especially with the Queen of Wands. Sometimes she could have a fiery temper. That might be something that scares them a bit because they feel like maybe if I do the wrong thing, it'll be unforgivable to the person that I'm with. All right, so that was your reading. Sorry if it was a bit shorter. I'm trying to get used to my setup still a bit. But next video, hopefully, will be able to be even more in depth than this one once I get back in the swing of things slowly. I really hope that this reading was enjoyable for you. I hope it resonated. If it did and you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps my channel out so much to grow, and I appreciate it so much. Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, if it didn't, no worries. There are so many YouTubers on here doing free tarot that have wonderful readings, so you might enjoy one of them. If mine didn't really work for you, that's not a problem at all. If it did though, I really appreciate you being here, of course, and I would love to see you in a future video. Take care now. Bye-bye.